And if I fold the rear arms in first and then the front ones, well, like it says, it's just like a little baby Mavic. What's up everyone, Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. Here is a new EACHINE E58 pocket drone. And any guesses of what this particular drone design was inspired from? Any guesses? Anyway, this is a kind of pocket drone, Wi-Fi FPV footage, small form factor, folds up just like the DJI Mavic, has a 2 megapixel camera, comes in a different version. You can get in with a lower quality camera and also 1 to 3 batteries. This is the 2 megapixel version. It has altitude hold and all that kind of good stuff that you should expect from one of these drones. It is really cheap. I think it's around about $45 or $50 Australian, and it's from Banggood. Link is in the description. So here it is here. It's really, really small. Collapsible aircraft user manual. It's really nice to know. 3 AA batteries. You need to charge the battery via USB. Folds up just like other drones that you would have seen in the market. Basic controller. It does have headless mode. One key return, or has, sorry, auto takeoff, auto landing, basic photo and video buttons, high and low speed, 360 flip-flop mode. Well, that's interesting. Obviously, you got your mobile phone holder there and all the good stuff. But I'll go over this when I actually take it outside for a bit of a flight. And you can also fly it just with the app, which you need to download. JY-UFO from your Apple Store or Android Play Store. Let's have a look at the drone itself. Now that just looks like a mini Mavic. They've copied that to the T. Look at that. So you got to open the front ones first and then the back. It's just a mini version. I'll get the real Mavic out in a minute, but there we go. Obviously these sensors don't work. You have your 2 megapixel camera here, which you can change the angle of, just like that. No SD card or micro SD card. The footage that you get, FPV footage, records to your mobile device, just like that. Collapsible or foldable props that fling out with the, when that's spooling up. I'm trying to figure the word. Centrifugal force, that's the one. Here is a controller, just like the Mavic as well. These don't pivot, they just, I guess it's just for looks. I don't see an antenna cable in there, so I might be wrong, but here we go there. Takeoff, landing, video, and headless mode button and picture button. These are your tuning for your left and right, forward and back tuning, takeoff, and landing buttons, on and off, obviously. Now, we also get a little bag of accessories. Here's our battery. And that is of size. It's a 1 cell, 3.7 volt, 500 milliamp hour battery. Hopefully that'll give us around about, what, 7 to 8 minutes flight time. Soon we'll find out. Your basic USB to micro USB, and that's for charging the battery here. And it's got a tiny little connector right there that you plug it in to charge up. You can just use like your cell phone, mobile phone, or your, USB from your mobile, from your computer. Next up, we get some spare props. They're in there, and a teeny tiny Phillips head screwdriver. Now we also get some prop guards. There we go there, which just, by looks of it, snap on just like that. So if you're flying it inside or it's your first drone, well, you might want to just leave them on. But I don't want to leave them on. Let's get the battery here and slide it right in the back side, just like that. There we go, that's it. We just push and hold. There we go. It's even got the battery there, like the Mavic. Oh, there we go. Oofed. They're pretty bright. It's like a dance club. There we go. We'll get some batteries in this guy and pair everything up. There we go. 3 AA batteries are in there, and here's the mobile phone holder. It just slides down. Here's my Galaxy Note 3. So that just fits in there. So there we go. So no cables or anything. It's not 5.8 gigahertz. It's just basic FPV drone. And like I said, I'm not too sure if you need them up. We'll just put them down there it is there. Everything's started up. And what I'll do, let me get the real Mavic out and I'll show you the similarities and also the controller. So there we go. First up, the controller. You know, this probably looks more like the Spark one because the Mavic has the actual LCD screen there, but same way the antennas fold up and all that kind of stuff. Look, I know it's a good design, but that's exactly like it. Now here is a Mavic itself, and if I fold the rear arms in first and then the front ones, well, like it says, it's just like a little baby Mavic. Little baby Mavic right there. Just slightly less awesome. But yeah, even on the side. There we go there. The back of her. It's funny how these, they can just copy them to the T design-wise. And there we go. Obviously, it's not going to fly anywhere near as good as this. So, I know, guys, in the comments will be writing and raging on the keyboard saying, oh, yes, but it's this and that. I know. Look, I'm just showing you guys. Just want to show you the difference. It's going to fly nowhere near as good as a Mavic. I'm not trying to kid myself either. I'm just wanting to show you that it's so familiar and they've copied it so well to the real thing. It's just a baby Mavic. It gave birth. But enough of that. Let's get a battery. Oh, the battery's already in there, obviously. Let's get everything connected. Let's get the app up and running, and hopefully we can record some footage. And like I mentioned, it is altitude hold as well, so that's always a plus. No GPS, none of that kind of stuff. So yeah, bare bones. Okay, now I've got the little drone here, and you fold it out. I'm in my front yard here because it's really, really windy if I go too far. Fold it out just like Mavic does, push and hold, and as you can see, it's flashing just like that. Now what you need to do, because it's Wi-Fi enabled, so you have to go to your Wi-Fi settings and find the drone. There it is right there. Connect, now back into the application, go play. There we go, we can see footage from the screen just like that. So let's get this thing on the ground. Okay, now once it's on the ground, turn on the controller. To bind it, go up and down, you hear it. And you can't really do a manual takeoff. You have to push the button like that. And there we go. There is the altitude hold. We'll bring it up a little bit higher, as we can see. Bring it down a little bit for you guys. There we go. So altitude hold works. It does fly. Now that will be in the lowest rate. And obviously it has no GPS, so it's going to obviously drift. So up here is your speed settings. So that is in the basic speed. Second, you hear the first beep. That's 1, that's 2. It's a little bit windy here, so it's getting buffeted around. If I hit, again, the 3 beeps, that is in the maximum speed. And as you can see, if I bring it in close to me, so I can bring it in, see it's getting buffeted around by the winds. You see the front lights on the drone. Let's start video recording. As I should have the screen AZ recorder recording as well, so hopefully that is. And let's get the drone back up. I'll turn the control on and off again, sorry. There we go, so hopefully it's recording. And obviously with any of these FPV drones, it's going to be a little bit of a lag. So I wouldn't primarily use it as an FPV drone. But we'll just fly it around, and that is, like I said before, that is in rate 1. Here 2 buttons, 3 little beeps, that is in rate 3. So that's your fastest speed. I'll let off the sticks, and obviously it doesn't have GPS. It will just float around. Hopefully the footage is getting recorded. It says it's being recorded. Now let me see how well the altitude hold works. So if I go, just getting buffeted by the winds, but there we go. Got a little battery indicator on top as well of the drone. So let's see. There's me on the camera. So ideally you shouldn't be using this in these type of in these winds, but it's good to show you as well that it can actually, I guess, hold its own. Well, it gets buffeted around, but you need to be a little bit experienced and don't have it in the lowest rate settings. But it's got its own little indicator at the back, red LED indicator, and the two bright LED headlamps or headlights, I guess you could call it. There you go, the wind's died down a little bit so we can see it in action, and it's still recording, which is excellent. So let's just do a little bit of flying, I guess. There's a pole there. Yeah, so because it's FPV Wi-Fi, I wouldn't recommend using it, you know, primarily looking at the screen, because the delay is there. So when you're traveling at speed, you might hit something. So yeah. Now I don't think it makes a difference when you put these antennas up either. We'll see about that. But let's just go up. We're going, I don't know, 15 meters or so. Obviously it's got no telemetry, and that's as far the camera. You can point down more, but you can't point it the other way. So when you're traveling at speed, it's going to be a little bit difficult. See, I'm level there, but it's floating back because of the wind. Now let's just do a bit of a pan around. There we go. Do a pan around my area. I'm going to go over the road. So I'm not too sure if the antennas make a difference. But what I'll do, I'll stop the video recording. Hopefully that recorded, and let me see if I could take a photo. Photo taken. I'll bring it a little bit down because it's getting a little bit buffeted around by those winds. And like I said, if you have this in rate 1, it would definitely be hard to control in these winds. Let me get that video recording going. Let's try an auto landing. So let me get it close. Let's try an auto landing. So as you notice, the rear light started to flash then. Let's start video recording again. Try another auto takeoff, and there we go. Takes off to roughly, what was that, about a meter or so. So that is altitude hold. I'm not touching it at all. It's just doing its own thing. And my app just crashed, which is no good. Hopefully we can get back in there. Then we get back up in the running, but my video recording probably would have stopped. But I was trying to show you the altitude hold. You can manually land it like that, but I don't think you can take off manually. So I can't take off manually, but if I push this button here, it does. So that's weird. So it gets to around about, I don't know, maybe just under a meter, and it just kind of stays where it is. So as you can see that's where it is. Now that's getting a bit low on battery. You see the rear LED light is flashing. Hopefully I can see that now. And it gets a little bit funny on low battery, and that's it. Doesn't give you much warning. So you see the LED at the back there is starting to flash. This indicator up top is saying 2. I'm not too sure if that's actually means anything or it just looks nice. So there we go. A little bit warm, not too bad, but like I said, don't really fly it out in these conditions. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Now guys, I hope you enjoyed the video for the little E58 from EACHINE. Copy of the Mavic little foldable drone. Look, I guess if you're first getting into drones, it's good. Has altitude hold, has, you know, okay video and pictures. Sorry, don't expect anything like the original DJI Mavic, but you know, it is what it is. Good little flyer, that's for sure. Goes fairly quick with the 3 different speeds up here. Yeah, altitude hold works fairly well. Don't use it in high wind, it's because it's only really light. Yeah, so that's something to consider. Maybe even an indoor fly, but only in really light winds, especially if you're starting off and you haven't got it in high rate. You will lose this thing in high wind, but yeah, it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed the video. Link is in the description if you want to go check it out. If you like the video, give it a good old thumbs up. And yeah, Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Huh.